And what are the activities that we are doing and we have done so far?
Yeah, BCBA, when actually, I'll tell you very informally, when some 10 friends met and started thinking about a forum to be created in Vasai. We have from Vasai actually from Talasari to Naigaon, but we are connected closely from Virar to Vasai, the local Vasai, with a format of parishes. We have churches and parishes, a village, a parish, and we had a history of not doing business in Vasai. We had business, local businesses, farming. You must be heard about fruits, about bananas and the flowers which were sold in Dadar. Other than that, people used to travel from Virar, Vasai, and go to Mumbai for jobs. So slowly, when people started getting into business, we used to see all around of other communities, other than our Christian community, getting into business. That's when we decided to, very few people, even if we are very few, let us come together and start getting connected to each other, start doing networking between ourselves, so that we stay united and our future generations, like the children which were coming, the students which are trying to become business, are encouraged by their parents and the generation. Because at that time when we were young, even marriages were not happening. People with whom, if a boy is doing business, but if a boy is doing job, he used to get. So these Bassein Christian Business Association, almost 44 months before. Correct, Nilesh? 44, no?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time to start.
We have people, participants. Can you tell me the numbers, Nilesh?
27.
So I think it's good to start, correct?
Yeah, yes.
Best you are in control with the mute and everything, correct? Everybody's on mute. Can you hear me, Nilesh?
Yes, everyone is on mute. Please.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 6th online meeting. Actually, since lockdown, we have met. Today's the 6th time we are meeting. Meeting of BCBA, an initiative of Bassein Christian Foundation. We actually had 5 online meetings in this lockdown with 3 knowledge sharing sessions. One on 8th April by Sir Prakash Almeida. On 2nd April, second meeting on 21st April by Sanjay Awale, sir. And on 15th May on cyber crime by Dr. Harold DeCosta. And we had 2 our regular monthly meetings with Madam Sheetal Chavan and Sir Sampath Iyengar. All of them has given us tremendous support and confidence during these difficult times. Today, please don't switch off your phone. Instead, place it in such a fixed position where could be easily, clearly seen if you are using the video. And before we commence the proceedings, a gentle request to all of you to keep your surroundings on silent mode and then move to a better internet zone. BCBA म्हणजे एका चळवळीचा प्रवास, ख्रिश्चन उद्योजक आणि व्यावसायिकांचा एका स्वप्नाचा. उपलब्ध संसाधनाचा वापर करून आपल्या समुदायासाठी उद्योजकता कौशल्य तयार करणे आणि एकमेकांची वाढ करणे, पारदर्शकता, वचनबद्धता, उत्कृष्टता आणि विश्वास या तत्वांवर. We are delighted to inform you that BCBA is the largest association of Christian business fraternity in Vasai. It has completed 44 months of its existence with uninterrupted business meetings since its launch on September 10, 2016. Renowned speakers and experts were invited to educate and enlighten our members on various topics. Let me tell you the flow of today's meeting in short. We will start with our prayer, then the summary of today's participants, followed by the speaker's introduction. Then the honorable speaker will guide us on today's topic. After that, we can have a question answer session if time permits. Later announcements and thanks by Nilesh sir. So let us pray. Besti, can you display the prayer on the screen? Are you displaying the prayer on the screen? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
the prayer is displayed.
Yes. हे प्रेमळ पित्या, आम्हा वसईतील सर्व ख्रिश्चन व्यावसायिकांना बसेन ख्रिश्चन बिझनेस असोसिएशनच्या नावाने एकत्रित केल्याबद्दल आम्ही तुझे आभार मानतो. आमच्या असोसिएशनच्या पदाधिकाऱ्यांना तू दूरदृष्टी आणि कृपा दे. त्यांना आलेल्या संकटावर मात करून सभासदांनी चांगल्या तऱ्हेने मार्गदर्शन व प्रेरणा द्यावी म्हणून तुझी विशेष कृपा दे. हे प्रभू येशू, तुझ्या नावाने सभासदांनी ख्रिस्ती मूल्यानुसार एकजुटीने एकमेकांसाठी व्यवसाय संधी निर्माण करून मदत करावी व व्यावसायिक समृद्धी बरोबरच आमची आध्यात्मिक प्रगती व्हावी म्हणून तुझी विशेष कृपा आम्हास दे. हे पवित्र आत्म्या, आमच्या भावी पिढीतील मुलांना आम्ही आदर्श बनावे. आमच्या व्यावसायिक कार्याद्वारे वसईची व सर्व सभासदांची उत्तरोत्तर प्रगती व्हावी अशी प्रार्थना आम्ही तुझकडे करतो. हे आमच्या स्वर्गीय बापा, तुझे नाव पवित्र मानले जावो. तुझे राज्य येवो, जसे स्वर्गात तसेच पृथ्वीवरही तुझ्या इच्छेप्रमाणे हो. आमची दररोजची भाकर तू आज आम्हास दे. जसे आम्ही आमच्या अपराध करणाऱ्यांना क्षमा करतो तसेच तूही आमच्या अपराधांची क्षमा कर. आम्हाला मोहात पडू देऊ नकोस, पण वाईटापासून आम्हाला सोडव. आमेन. Thank you, Nilesh. Can you display the summary of participants today? Naveen sir, just for information, today we have almost 72 participants with us. We have 72 registrations. I hope everybody is joining slowly. Maybe there is some difficulty in joining, but we have almost 30 people almost joining now. 15 of them are into business, 14 are professionals, 9 are into teaching professions, 1 person is retired, 1 is a homemaker. There are 29 students with us and others are 4. So I request our member, our very esteemed member, Sir Linus Dilemma, to now introduce our honorable speaker. Over to Linus sir.
Good evening, everybody. I thought.
No, sorry for this. Yeah. Bestie, I think you can go ahead with the introduction.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Linus sir, if you want to speak a few words, you can start and I can follow it.
Okay, the reason I suggested Naveen is I met him 2 years back at a Christian businessman's meeting. And I was really impressed with his humility, sincerity, and of course, knowledge of what the subject. You really get people who are confident, but few people who get competent. When you say confident, it basically bol bachan. But a competent person, you can see it when you recommend people to him, okay, for jobs or even for assignments. And then the feedback he gives you or the feedback the other people give you, it justifies you to, engage this person in future operations. Betsy, you can continue with the formal introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, Linus, very much for giving us such a wonderful speaker. And to speak more about Naveen Gaikwad, he is a successful Christian entrepreneur and he has a total work experience of 15 years. And since the last 3 years, he has been running his own human resource management firm called Verbon Consulting. And it was established in April 2017. His business is to provide manpower solutions at mid and top level management and to establish HR in companies who do not have an HR department. He is also an online coach. He stays in Mumbai with his wife and a 7-year-old son, and he's part of the Covenant Community Church in Bandra. Thank you, sir, and we welcome you to this session today. And we are all excited and ready for the session.
Thank you, Bestie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I now request our honorable speaker, Sir Naveen Gaikwad, to take over.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Bestie, for that humble introduction. And thank you, Linus Uncle. Thank you too. It's really a pleasure to be with all of you. So this one is not my, regular session that I have, but something that I learned, and that is something that I want to share with you in a very funny way, in a very, in some kind of activities that we will do. And we will also, do some learning, sessions. It would be better. I don't know. I mean, how much does the bandwidth allow us? But this session primarily is, wherein we also would want to see each other. So even if you want to, keep your videos on, that will be more. That will be better because it's more about interaction. So I request all of you, rest of you can keep your videos on. But whenever I tell you, then you can just unmute yourself. I think Brother Nilesh or Brother Herman can help me, or anybody in the hosting team can help.
Sure.
Unmuting and muting people, because I don't have the controls. Yeah. So today's session, they have a lot of names for these sessions. Okay. Some say it is, memory. Some call it neuro-linguistic, and so many other things. But I don't want to confuse, anybody. I actually do these sessions. I first started doing this session with my 7-year-old kid when he was my first. He was my first audience, and he was also my first feedback giver, and he gave me a very good feedback. So I said, let me go out and let me do this with other people also. Okay. So generally I do it with kids. Okay. Even with my church kids, I do these kind of sessions. It is basically to remember things. Okay. So it is basically to remember things. Now, Brother Nilesh, I would like you to just display the first screen, and then after some time we will, we just put it off. So the, what we are discussing today, what we are, this whole thing is about memory. Okay. Now, how many of you know? Before that, brother, don't display it now. Just one question is there. Okay. Yeah. So, how many of you know the functionality of our left brain and our right brain? Can you unmute and speak about this? Does anybody know the functionality? Do all of us know that we have a left brain and a right brain? Yes? You can even nod your head. Yes, great. Okay. So I think many of you might also be knowing about the functionality of your left brain and the right brain. Okay. If not, I'll just give you a little, this thing. A little information. If you can just display the first slide. Okay. So, our left brain is basically to, understand the logic, the analysis, it's about sequencing, it's about mathematics, it's about numbers, it's about languages, it's everything tangible. Okay. Fixed things, what we call it. Sometimes we say ratta, in school you do, "Are ratta kiya, padhai." So everything that we do, everything that sticks inside our mind, everything that we remember is taken care of by our left side of the brain. Okay. Words, it can also be songs, it can be computation, it can be formulae, it can be anything, facts, languages, anything, names, everything which is tangible, everything that one can remember comes in the left side of the brain. Okay. What does our right hand side or right side of the brain does? It is more about creativity, more about imagination, more about a holistic thinking. It's about an intuition, arts, drawing, everything about visualization, all of that, rhythm. It's completely, about our feelings, all of that, even tunes of songs, because tunes also come through, sometimes we sing some gospel song, and we know that song, we sing, but suddenly we play some other notes and we make our own song. Okay, so the first part that we sing, that we play the gospel song is because of our left brain, because we remember that. But when suddenly we start singing a completely new song with the same notes, that is because of our imagination, because of our visualization. So the left stops, and there the right hand side of the brain starts working, and that is the reason we do it. Okay, so now this particular section, I would like to so how many of you, tell me, you can also tell me in the chat, I don't know if I can see, yes, but I can definitely see, how many of you think you have a very strong memory? Tell me, how many of you? So if you want to answer, you can just write me, M-E, me, in the chat. Oh, great. Okay. Moses says he has a very strong memory. Now it is time for you to prove, Moses. It is time for you. Okay. Even Almeida sir says, great. I think it is time for all of you to prove today. Okay. Okay. Tell me now. Okay. I think more people are responding. Great. Mr. David is saying me. Great. It is time to test that. Okay. Now, I'll tell you what we are going to do today. I already explained to you the functionality of the brain. Now, I'm going to crunch this whole session. I was told it was, I generally do it for 1 hour. It takes 1 hour, but I'll crunch it to 45 minutes. I'll try to complete it by 45 minutes. But if I'm not able to do it, please bear with me. I think I'll go probably 5-10 minutes up and down. So what we're going to do here is I'll explain to you, I'll talk to you about method of sequential learning. Okay, now what is sequential learning? Okay, I'll explain to you that. Okay, and then we will remember some things. Okay, we will do 2 activities, all of us together. We will do 2 activities to remember some things. Okay, now, okay, so, okay, Ms. Bestie is saying not me. Very good, honest answer. Okay, now I am going to ask you a few questions. How many of you remember the names of all your classmates from LKG? Do you remember? Can somebody write me? From everybody from LKG. Yeah? I'm talking about, I think if I talk to Linus uncle, I think I'll talk about 50 years back, or what, 60 years back. Something of that, So anybody remembers, okay? Anybody remembers? Okay. Anybody remembers the names of all the, okay, this is an easy question, okay? Anybody remembers the names of all the prime ministers of India? Starting Jawaharlal Nehru? No? Great. Okay. So we will do a certain activity today wherein I will help you in remembering some things. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to see all of your hands, all those who are in the videos. I want to see all of your hands. Okay. Or if you're not able to see, okay, that's fine. Keep your hands down. Just close your eyes. Okay. Just close your eyes. Now, I am going to tell you 30 words. Okay. 30 random words. Okay. And I want you to remember those 30 words. Okay. I'm telling you those 30 words. I just want you to quickly remember those 30 words. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second, okay? So now I'm talking about 30 words here, okay? I'm just saying 30 words. You just remember those words, okay? Yeah. So the first word is waterfall. Don't write it down, please. Nobody writes it down anywhere. Nobody does. Just close your eyes. Concentrate what I'm saying. Concentrate on the words, okay? And then I want you to just concentrate on those words, okay? Just close your eyes and concentrate. First is waterfall. Second is laptop. Third is katappa. Fourth is whale. Fifth is fountain. Sixth is apple. 7, monkey. 8, shirt. 9, nest. 10, biscuits. 11, elephant. 12, cannon. 13, enemy ship. 14, Amitabh Bachchan. 15, baby. 16 horse, 17 jetty, 18 building, 19 tree, 20 car, 21 omelette, 22 white, 23 Prabhudeva, 24 tube light, 25 paper, 26 goat, 27 water, 28 Narendra Modi, 29 visiting card, 30 dance. You all got these 30 words? I just want you all to open your eyes, okay? Open your eyes and just quickly grab a piece of paper, or you can just open your notepad or something, just grab a piece of paper and write down all those numbers, all the names that I have said, all of them. Just write it down. Okay. I was hoping to see more faces on video because it is more of an interactive game, but just write it down, okay? Write it down somewhere on a piece of paper.
How much time you are giving?
Around 30 seconds for 30 words.
Okay.
Yeah. So I gave 30 words and I think, let's see how many. So once you've done writing down, just put it in the chat. How many words were you able to remember? How many words were you able to remember? Wow. Okay. Great. Linus Uncle is 4 words. Okay. I assure you, Linus Uncle, remember all 30 words. Right? Anybody else?
Hold, writing, hold.
Great. I think we can take a minute or so because there are 30. Okay. Just write the count of the numbers. Great. Oh, 9 is great. Very good. I will help you all remember all 30 of them. Super. 11 is good. Sandra, 9 is good. Right. Anybody about 20? Is there anybody about 20 remembers about 20?
15 तक पहुंचे हैं, sir.
Very good. Super. Good.
I hope Raj sir is not checking the recording and then writing all these numbers.
But it's not possible.
Sir, see here is it. Here it is. See, I'm writing it here.
Super. Very good. Good. Very good.
I'm writing it here, sir.
Sir, I am just joking. I have no doubts on your capability.
Okay, the good thing is that even somebody has mentioned 4, somebody has mentioned 3, somebody has mentioned 15. The good thing is that we all will be able to remember all 30 words by, in the next 5 minutes. Yeah. So that's the good thing, right?
17.
Wow, very good. Anybody crossed 20? Should I continue or should I wait for somebody who's writing or something? I think another 30 seconds. Another 30 seconds and I will continue. I think the highest by now is 15, which is verbally told to be my Mr. Raj.
Can we
17.
17, very good. 17 is the highest. And I think, so because Mr. Moses mentioned on the chat, you all can also copy if you all forgot you all can just copy from there in case you don't know. Yeah. Great. So pretty good, very good. Now, why, so we remembered some of these numbers. Okay, so here are some more, help. Here are some more clues on the chat. You can just copy from the chat and you can add it to your list. Please don't do that. Okay, so the activity is done. Okay, the finding activity is done. Okay, great. So, there are certain things to remember because of the left side of the brain. Okay. Now this particular session that we are having is what it This is called sequential learning. And I told you what the left side does and the right side. So because of this learning, our right side of the brain is going to help our left side to remember these 30 words. Okay. Now I will just tell you there are certain movies. Can you quickly name some movies which you remember very clearly, which you can say, "Arey, next wo aane wala hai." I'm not talking about Gupt, where you can say that Kajol is the murderer, but I'm talking about the sequencing. Can you tell me some names of movies that you know? Titanic, yes, you know what scene is going to come next. Yeah, great. Lion King, yes, Lion King. There are 2-3 parts, so yes, correct. Any Hindi movie? Right, very good. So there are many movies. Actually, the problem, there are certain movies which have very less right money, rights that are given, like your Surya Vansham and certain other movies that are played so many times on set max that you even remember all the dialogues, each and every dialogue that you remember. Why? Because it gets registered in your brain. It gets registered in the left hand side of your brain. So that is something called as sequential learning. Okay. Now I would want everybody to unmute everybody for 1 second. Okay. I just want to say this song. Okay. And I want you all to continue. So if the unmute everybody for 5 seconds and then mute again. Okay. Now I'm going to sing this song. You have to continue this. Okay.
के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल.
रघुपति राघव.
So why did we? Yeah, I think we can mute everybody. So why did we remember this? Yeah, sorry. So why did we remember this song? Even when we had not, most of us don't even know what the video is of this song. Okay, and probably most of you all might have not even played this song ever in your life. Either on YouTube or on, probably you might have played on 2nd October, I don't know. But this is not a song which we choose. If I asked you to play today, this might probably not be the song that you might choose, but still you remember. Why do you remember? Because it is registered in your brain right from the childhood. You were listening to it. Okay. So when you talk about movies, or when you talk about TV serials, or when you talk about these songs, this is called sequential learning. Okay. In the movie, you see some kind of visual and you try to connect. Okay. And that, that is registered in your mind. Even when you meet somebody, like I remember one person in my life, I met him, and he's a salesperson. As soon as I gave my hand for him to shake, he crunched my hand very badly. Okay, that is the way I remember him, and that is his habit. He does that just so that he could make himself stand out from all the salespeople. He just crunched my hand, so I still remember him today. Okay, so that is because of that sequence that happened. It got registered in my mind. Okay, now I think all of you all know a lot of movies. I think there was this sequel. There are so many sequels coming in. Most of us remember. Some of you all also put it on the chat. Sholay is one movie. Yes, you can say each and every dialogue, each and every sequence you can say. Why? Because it is registered because of that sequence. Now we are going to remember these 30 words in the order of their sequence. Okay. Now I'm going to start. So all of us have seen Bahubali. Anybody has not seen Bahubali? Sholay. Okay, we've seen Sholay, right? Everybody has seen Sholay, right? Correct. Now let me have this. What are all these 30 words? Okay, in order of its sequence. Okay. Now I want you to listen to this story. This is a movie story. This is Sholay Part 2. Okay, this is Sholay Part 2 that I am making. Okay, I am the director, I am the producer, I am the everything. I am the script writer, I am the everything. You are the audience. Okay, right? So this story goes like this. Okay, I am sitting at the top of a waterfall. Okay, I'm sitting at the top of the waterfall. See, okay, sorry, I'm extremely sorry. Before that, I would like you to go through the second this thing also, the second slide. Okay, just before explaining how does this sequential learning work. Okay, can we please display the second slide? Can you see? Yes, yeah. So there is a certain method called SIP Cafe. Just to make it, you'll remember easily. There is something called SIP Cafe. Now, what is SIP Cafe? S stands for senses. So senses means your vision, your five senses. Vision, touch, feel, taste, smell, and hearing. Okay. Then there is your imagination. Okay. You have to imagine. Now, there are some movies, you see, you will say, "Arey, this is so, this is, it doesn't even look real." You sometimes say, "How can this happen? He was just in the train, how he went in the flight." So imagination. Then P is positivity, a positive story. It's a story. Okay. That way you can remember things. Okay. Then color is very important. Color, by color also you remember things. So many things you relate colors to. Okay. Then there is action, very important. Actions. Now see, this is what we are talking about, the right brain. Okay. The right brain supporting the left brain to register things. Okay. As simple as that. That is called sequential learning. The right brain, whatever you see, whatever imagination you do, whatever it is supporting the left brain to register and remember it forever. Okay. Action can be illogical, can be nonsense. It cannot make any sense. It is illogical, which is completely fine. Okay. Especially in movies, I know this one movie. What is that actor called Mahesh Babu? Some South, I think Kerala movie or something. I don't know how many of you know. If you know, you just put it on the chat box. There is this, Mahesh Babu. Some lady is getting heart operated. Okay, some lady is getting having a heart operation. Is doing some heart operation, and this guy, and she doesn't have a heart. This guy is carrying a heart, thermocol heart, Mahesh Babu, and he's running, and there are these goons who are trying to stop him, and they beat him and all of that. But finally, he takes that heart, thermocol heart, he kicks it, and it goes right in the hospital window, and it falls right in the body of that woman, and the doctor stitches it. Have you seen this illogical scene anywhere? I think I might have it in WhatsApp. I can send it to you. But there is this illogical movie that is there that I have seen. Okay, so you can't do too much about it because there is definitely this thing. Then there is fun. Okay, when you remember something, if you remember it in a funny way, like I remember that person shaking hands with me, crunched. It's funny. I remember. Yeah. Finally, you have to exaggerate your mind. Okay? Exaggerate your mind in order to remember things, right? So going back to our story, okay. Now I'm going to tell you a story. Okay, this is Sholay Part 2, and I am the director, I am the producer, I am the writer, I am the script, everything I am there. Okay, I want you to listen to this story very carefully. Okay, this is the way you will be remembering all the 30 words that I said. Okay, so I was sitting on a waterfall, at the edge of the waterfall, okay, and I was working on my laptop. Okay, I saw down of the waterfall, right at the end, there was Katappa. Now, Bahubali ka Katappa. He was standing, he was looking up to me. Okay, and he was looking up to me. Then what I did, I took the laptop and I threw at him. I threw the laptop at Katappa. Okay. When Katappa was catching it, there one whale came. From the sea, one whale came and it opened its mouth, okay, and it ate up the laptop and it ran away in the ocean, okay. The whale ran in the ocean. Now, the whales, they generally, when they breathe, there is a, small opening in their back, and they open up a fountain from their back, okay. So this whale had this fountain from the back, okay. But instead of water, apples came. See, there is no logic. It's all nonsense, but this is a way of remembering. Okay. Instead of water, apples came. Apples came from the whale, and the one apple went up and it fell on an island. Okay. On that island there were monkeys. Okay, there was monkeys. These monkeys were wearing shirts. All these monkeys were wearing shirts. Okay, so they caught the apple, they rubbed it on the shirt, and they kept it in a nest. Okay, so there was a nest. They kept it in a nest. Okay, as soon as they kept these apples on the nest, the apples turned into biscuits. Okay, then an elephant came, took that biscuit, okay, and opened his snout like this, okay, and his snout turned into a cannon. You know what is cannon? Top, which we have in Bassein Fort also. Huh? So his trunk turned into a cannon, okay, and he fired the cannon. He fired the biscuit from the cannon to an enemy ship, right? Now, the captain of the enemy ship is Amitabh Bachchan. He was standing and he was looking at that biscuit coming towards the enemy ship. Then he picked up a baby and he put that baby right in front of him. And the baby opened its mouth and the biscuit went on its mouth, and the baby ate the biscuit, and the baby got power. The baby jumped off the ship, okay, enemy ship, and landed up on a horse. Okay. Horse was on the water. He landed up on the horse. The horse started running. The horse started running, and the horse started running and reached the jetty. Okay. The horse started running and reached the jetty. Okay. After jetty, he climbed up from the jetty. Then he again started running, and he banged himself on a building. Okay. The horse banged himself on the building. There was a tree on the top of the building. There was a tree on the top. As soon as this horse banged on the building, the tree fell down. The tree fell down on a car. Okay, it fell on a car, and the car became omelette. Okay, the car fell and the car became omelette. Okay, and the omelette was completely white. It didn't have a yolk. The omelette was completely white. Okay, now Prabhudeva saw this, and when he saw this, okay, he was standing there and he saw this omelette white. He became like a tube light. He touched it and he became like a tube light, straight like a tube light. Okay. Then the tube light fell down on the road and it rolled open. When it rolled open, it became a paper. Okay. When it became a paper, a goat came and ate the paper. Okay. The goat came and ate the paper. So the goat felt thirsty. It was looking out for water. Okay. Then it was asking for water because it felt thirsty. Then Narendra Modi came, okay, gave the goat some water, okay, and also he gave the goat his visiting card, okay, and both of them started dancing, okay, both of them started dancing, right? So here is one story that I told you, Sholay story, okay. Now, Sholay part 2, okay, this is director is me, producer is me, everybody is me, okay. I have mentioned all 30 words in this story, okay. Now, I want you to unmute yourself, okay. We will do this one more time. We will do this story one more time, okay. And after that, we will do only words, okay. After that, we will do only words. So I'm counting. You all can count with me, okay. Just unmute everybody and let's all participate in this, okay. We can just unmute all. Great. Yeah, I think most of us are unmuted. Okay, so yeah, are we ready? Have we done unmute all to everybody? Nilesh is not.
There is some wind blowing actually on some mobile.
Somebody is always blowing, so I think
that is
that
causing a
person
disturbance.
only.
Yeah, now
Was there. I think he's gone. Yeah, super. So let's begin the story once again. Okay, I am sitting on a waterfall. Okay, I'm sitting on a waterfall working on my
Laptop.
right? Down I see there is one person standing. His name is Katappa. Okay. I throw my laptop at him, but he doesn't catch. Somebody else catches.
Whale.
Whale catches the laptop. Okay. Then the whale goes in the water, and from his back comes up a
Fountain.
Apples. Right. But instead of water, what comes instead of water out of the fountain?
Apples.
The apple land up on an island, okay, where there are
Monkeys.
yes. Monkeys are wearing
Shirt.
shirt, right? They wipe the apples on the shirt and keep it in a nest, right? So as soon as they keep the apple in the nest, the apple turns into a
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
yeah, and then the elephant comes, picks up the biscuit, okay, and points his trunk as a cannon, and he shoots towards the
Enemy ship.
enemy ship. Great, super. Now, who is the captain of the enemy ship?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan is the captain of the enemy ship. So as soon as he sees the biscuit coming, he picks up the baby. Sorry, he picks up whom?
Baby.
Baby.
Okay. The baby eats, gets power, and he jumps down on a.
The water.
The baby jumps down on a
Horse.
Yeah. Horse runs and reaches the
Jetty.
Jetty.
yeah, correct. Then he gets on the jetty. He continues running, and bangs himself to the building. Yes. As soon as he bangs, something falls down.
Tree on the top.
Building.
On the top of the building falls down on a
Car.
yes building.
Car became
Falls down on a
omelette.
car. And the car becomes
Omelette.
Yes. And omelette, what color it is?
White.
White.
Full white.
Okay, then who touches it and who touches the omelette?
Prabhudeva.
And what does he become?
Tube light.
Light.
Becomes a tube light. Right? The tube light falls down and it rolls over to become a
Paper.
Newspaper.
A paper.
paper. Right? Who eats the paper?
Goat.
Who eats the paper?
Goat.
Goat. Yes. What does the goat feel like?
Thirsty.
After that,
She became thirsty from water.
yeah, what does she ask for?
Water.
Who comes to give water?
Modi.
Right. What does he give to the goat?
Visiting card.
Visiting card.
What do they do?
Dance.
Great, very good. Okay, now what I want you to do is, I will say just 1, 2, 3, 4 till 30. You all will remember each and every word from the beginning. I'm not going to say the story once again. I'm just going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, and you all will tell me the words. Okay?
Can I request one thing?
Yes.
There are a lot of disturbances probably from 1 or 2 participants. Maybe if all participants take little care.
Thoda sa small children types. Yeah.
Yeah. They can take some little care to ensure that the surrounding is
A bit
not
silent.
noisy. Yeah.
Especially people who are on the ship. Enemy ship.
Thoda sa baby sound is still coming. See.
I think David DeMonte's this thing is coming. Yeah. David DeMonte, I think, yeah. Now it is done. Now it is good. I think now it is good. Now we don't have a noise because I think it was David DeMonte.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think now it is good. Okay, so let's begin the story. I'm sitting on 1.
Waterfall.
2.
Laptop.
3.
Katappa.
Great. 4.
Well.
5.
Fountain.
Fountain.
Great. 6.
Apple.
7.
Monkey.
Island.
Shirt.
Superb. 9.
Nest.
10.
Biscuit.
Superb. 11.
Elephant.
Right. 12.
Cannon.
Great. 13.
Enemy ship.
14.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Superb. 15.
Baby.
Right. 16.
Horse.
Great. 17.
Jetty.
18.
Building.
Right. 19.
Tree.
Three.
Great. 20.
Car.
Superb. 21.
Omelette.
Yes. 22.
White.
Right. 23.
Prabhudeva.
Superb. 24.
Tube light.
Superb. 25.
Paper.
Right. 26.
Goat.
27.
Modi.
Yes. Water. Yes.
Water.
28.
Water.
28.
Modi.
Narendra Modi. 29.
Visiting card.
Correct.
Dance.
And 30.
Dancing.
Yes, I think we should all give ourselves a good clap here. Everybody did. So you go back to your chat and see all those people who actually scored 3 or 4 and 5. You were able to remember all of them, all the names. Okay, we will do a similar activity now. To check with you now, using this kind of methodology, would you like to remember, anybody remembers the name of all our presidents? Now this is an activity, please don't go back to Google or something and check it. Anybody knows all the presidents? Okay, so even if you know, it is good, very good. Let's continue quickly on this session. One more activity, quick activity we'll do in remembering the precedents in a similar manner. Okay, this is called sequential learning. Sequence helps you in remembering things. Okay, this can also help you particularly in when we read the Bible. Particularly, what I did when I was reading, somebody told me, particularly for Exodus book, and chapters 25, 26, 27, 28. Those chapters are mostly about tabernacle, about the lampstand, about all of that, how the tabernacle was built, how the altar was built, how the Ark of Covenant and all of that was built. Okay, so what I do is, I just type on YouTube Exodus 25. So you get all the verses along with the video, so you can know what is it, what are the gems, when they made the this garment for the priests, all the gems and all the things were put, how are they made, and you can visually see that. Based on that visual, you can actually remember the scriptures, you can remember the verses. Okay, let's quickly do this another section. So till today we have 17 presidents of India. Okay, and I'm going to help you through the same activity. I'm going to help you in remembering each and every president's name, but I don't want you to write it down anywhere. Okay, just pay attention, because this is all about remembering and then saying. Okay, you don't need to write at all. It's just like the 30 words, you didn't require to write it down anywhere. You remembered through sequential learning. We'll do this as well. Okay, so here goes the story. Okay, my name is Rajendra. Okay, I was going. Okay, and somebody gave me some prasad. See, now this is illogical. This is nonsense. This story can be nonsense. It doesn't have any relation with any religion or anything. It is just a way of remembering. Okay, so let's just focus on remembering, not about any kind of any nonsense or anything that we do. Okay, I mean we use to remember these things. Okay, so I am Rajendra. I was going. Somebody gave me prasad. Okay. First, Rajendra Prasad, right? First president, Rajendra Prasad. Okay. Then I said, याचा आहे ना, मी पहिले सर्वे करतो. सर्वे पहिलं करतो मी याचा, आणि मग खातो. सर्वे करतो. Then I saw like this ना, in the temple, मंदिर के अंदर राधा कृष्णन थे, राधा कृष्णन. Okay. मैं बोला क्या, सर्वे पहिले करता हूं. And I saw inside Radhakrishnan. So second president is Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Okay. I said, मैं सर्वे पहले करता हूँ, सर्वेपल्ली राधाकृष्णन. Okay. Then थोडं पुढे गेलो मी. तर मला तिकडे तबला वादक दिसला. कोण आहे आपला तबला वादक? Who is the तबला वादक? You put it in chat, unmute, speak, whatever.
Zakir.
Zakir Hussain. Third president, Zakir Hussain, right? Zakir Hussain. Okay. तर मी जाकीर हुसेन कडे गेलो आणि त्यांना विचारलं, अरे हे मला जायचंय, मला जरा रस्ता सांग. तर जाकीर हुसेन सेइंग, वर बघ, वर. तर मी विचारलं की वरून काय पडणार आहे? वर गिरी, ऊपर से कुछ गिरेगा, वर गिरी. तो ऊपर देखा तो there was Venkat. Okay, so he's saying Venkat Giri. Okay, I'm Zakir Hussainला वरून काय पडणार आहे का? वरा गिरी. They are saying Venkatgiri. So fourth is Venkatgiri. Okay, that is fourth president. Okay, then Venkatgiri ऊपर से देखता Venkatgiri बोलता है ऐसा. तो then again मी त्याला चिडवतोय. हा, तर त्याला राग आला, व्यंकटला राग आला वेंकटगिरी. तो म्हणतो मैं तेरे को, अभी जाकिर हुसैन मुस्लिम ना, तर जाकिर को मैं तेरे को हिदायत देता हूं, मैं तेरे को हिदायत देता हूं, चुप बैठ ऐसा. तो फिफ्थ प्रेसिडेंट इज मोहम्मद हिदायतुल्लाह. फिफ्थ प्रेसिडेंट इज मोहम्मद हिदायतुल्लाह. तो बोलता है मैं तेरे को हिदायत देता हूं, चुप बैठ. फिर मैं वापस ऊपर देखता हूं, ये वराहगिरी वापस फिर से वेंकटगिरी ऐसा वापस उसको चिढ़ाता हूं. तो अगेन सिक्स्थ प्रेसिडेंट इज अगेन वराहगिरी वेंकटगिरी, उसका सेकेंड ये. ओके, देन वो उसको हो गया. फिर मैं आगे जाता हूं, तो वहां पे है ना एक फकीर बैठा रहता है. कौन? भीख मांगने वाला फकीर. ओके, तो फकरुद्दीन अली अहमद फकीर है, फकरुद्दीन अली अहमद. ओके, वो सेवेंथ प्रेसिडेंट अपना फकरुद्दीन अली अहमद. हाँ, तो उसको समझ में नहीं आता है कुछ, त्याला काही कळत नाही. त्याला तो जरा वेड्यासारखा, कारण फकीर आहे ना फकरुद्दीन, इज अ बेगर. तर त्याला काही कळत नाही. तर त्याला मी विचारतो मला बस मध्ये जायचंय, बसप्पा. तर त्याला तेवढं कळतं, तो म्हणतो डनप्पा. म्हटलं बसप्पा, म्हटलं डनप्पा, तेवढं कळालं. पण इकडे बस स्टँड नाहीये, जेट्टी आहे, जेट्टीवर जा. तर तो मला म्हणतो तू जेट्टीवर जा. ओके, तर बसप्पा, डनप्पा, जेट्टी. ओके, एट्थ प्रेसिडेंट इज बसप्पा डनप्पा जेट्टी. ओके, हिज नेम इज, अँड मी तुम्हाला पूर्ण नाव सांगतोय असं शॉर्ट फॉर्म मध्ये नाही, म्हणजे ते लक्षात राहिलं. ओके, बसप्पा डनप्पा जेट्टी. ओके, तर जसंच मी जेट्टी मध्ये जातो, मी बोटवर चढतो. बोटवर खूप गर्दी आहे. तर एक बाई, तिचं नाव आहे नीलम, तिचा सन जीवा, तिचा मुलगा, तिचा सन जीवा, त्याचं नाव जीवा आहे. ते दोघे आहे ना असे कॉर्नरवर बोटच्या एजवर उभे असतात. ओके, तर मी मागून असं जातो आणि म्हणतो नीलम, संजीवा रेडी, म्हणजे रेडी टू गो इनसाइड. नीलम, संजीवा रेडी. सो आवर नाइन्थ प्रेसिडेंट इज नीलम संजीवा रेड्डी. ओके, नीलम संजीवा उसका बेटा, उसको रेडी. तो एक पुलिस वाला मेरे को देखता है, पुलिस वाला अभी तेरे को जेल में भेज दूंगा, तो मेरे को जेल में भेज देता है. तो 10th प्रेसिडेंट इज जेल सिंह. ओके, जेल सिंह, जेल सिंह. ओके, अभी जेल में जाता हूं, जेल में अंदर, इसमें जेल के अंदर रहता हूं. तो वहां पे एक पुजारी आता है, पुजारी. ओके, पुजारी है, एकदम पुजारी ऐसा आदमी है, और वहां का वार्डन भी है. उसका नाम है, बहुत भोला है वो, रामस्वामी, बहुत भोला. ओके, बहुत भोला आदमी है, रामस्वामी वेंकटरमन उसका नाम है. हाँ, उसका नाम है रामस्वामी, एकदम भोला आदमी ऐसा आता है. रामस्वामी वेंकटरमन इज आवर 11th प्रेसिडेंट, रामस्वामी वेंकटरमन. तो उसको मैं बोलता हूं अरे यार मेरे को तू यहां से बाहर निकाल जेल में से. वो बोलता देख तेरा मदद है ना खाली एक ही आदमी कर सकता है, वो हिमालय के ऊपर बैठा है, हिमालय के चोटी पे. तो मैं बोला अरे हिमालय के चोटी पे तो अपना शंकर बैठा है, वो माइथोलॉजिकल पर्सन. हाँ वही है, उसके पास जा, वो बहुत दयालु है. बोला ठीक है. तो मैं जाता हूँ हिमालय, तो वहां मुझे मिलता है शंकर दयाल शर्मा. इज वेरी दयालु आदमी, शंकर दयाल शर्मा. तो मैं उसको बोलता हूँ यार मेरे को है ना ये इधर से भागने का है, ये इधर सब लोग मेरे को परेशान करते, छोटे छोटे बात पे जेल भेजते, मुझे तू रॉकेट दे. बोलते तेरे को रॉकेट चाहिए ना, तो तू नीचे जा, साउथ में जा. ऊपर क्यों आया, साउथ में जा. तो नीचे जा, तेरे को रॉकेट मिलेगा. कोची में जा. मतलब कोची में क्या मिलेगा, तू जा. कोची में तेरे को एक भला आदमी मिलेगा, वो थोड़ा इधर की उधर करता है लेकिन भला आदमी है. उसका नाम है कोचेरिल रमन नारायण. कोचेरिल रमन नारायण, इससे मिलना. ठीक है, तो वो तेरी मदद करेगा. तो मैं नॉर्थ से, हिमालय से साउथ में आता हूँ, कोची में. वहां पे कोचेरिल रमन नारायण मुझे मिलता है, वो इज द 13th प्रेसिडेंट. ओके, फिर मैं उसको बोलता हूँ भाई मेरे को रॉकेट चाहिए, मेरे को जाने का ये दुनिया छोड़ के. तो बोलता है अरे तू रॉकेट के लिए मेरे पास क्यों आया, तू साइंटिस्ट के पास जाना. साइंटिस्ट को बाजू में साइंटिस्ट है, तो अपना साइंटिस्ट प्रेसिडेंट कौन है? हु इज द साइंटिस्ट प्रेसिडेंट? अनम्यूट एंड से
अब्दुल कलाम.
यस, एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम, राइट? 14th प्रेसिडेंट एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम. ओके, तो आई गो टू एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम, उसको बोलता हूँ कि मेरे को यार मेरे को रॉकेट दो, मेरे को जाने का है. तो एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम बोलते हैं यार मेरे पास तो रॉकेट नहीं है अभी, मैंने अभी एक औरत को दिया है, लेकिन वो बहुत भाव खावा है, तिची अशी प्रतिभा रॉकेट ती अशी प्रतिभा खूप भारी आहे. हाँ, तो वो कौन है? अपनी 15th प्रतिभा पाटिल, राइट? 15th इज प्रतिभा पाटिल. देन प्रतिभा पाटिल अशीच प्रतिभा, तिची इतकी भारी, ती अशीच किचन मध्ये पण जाते आणि किचन मध्ये ती कुकर उघडते. ती कुकरला पण कुकरजी म्हणते. एवढी प्रतिभा आहे, ती कुकर नॉर्मल कुकरला पण कुकरजी म्हणते. ओके, तर त्याचं नाव ठेवलं प्रणब कुकरजी, पण काही लोक प्रणब मुखर्जी पण म्हणतात. ओके, तो 16th इज प्रणब मुखर्जी. ओके, आणि जसंच ती उघडते कुकर, त्याच्यामध्ये तिला कोविड-19 हा किटाणू दिसतो. कोविड-19. ओके, सो यू अंडरस्टूड हु इज कोविड? 17 वाला रामनाथ कोविड, राइट? So this is the story. Okay, now let's unmute ourselves and let's try to remember. Upon ourselves, let's unmute everybody. Okay, so my name is Rajendra Prasad and I
Prasad.
Rajendra Prasad. Okay, first. Okay, मी काय म्हणतो, पहिले मी काय करणार?
सर्वे
पल्ली मंदिराच्या आत बघितलं तर राधाकृष्ण. ओके, मंदिराच्या आत. ठीक आहे, सोड. पण पुढे जाऊया. पुढे भेटला मला जाकीर हुसेन. जाकीर हुसेनला म्हणालो यार मला मदत कर, मला जायचंय. वर बघ, वरून काहीतरी पडेल. वरहागिरी आणि वर कोण होता? वेंकटगिरी. वेंकट बोलतो मी गिरी. ओके, वरहागिरी वेंकटगिरी. वेंकटगिरी म्हटला मैं तेरे को क्या देता हूँ? हिदायत देता हूँ. कौन है? 5th प्रेसिडेंट मोहम्मद हिदायतुल्ला. मैं तेरे को मोहम्मद हिदायतुल्ला. ओके, परत बघितलं वेंकटगिरी खाली, परत वरहागिरी वेंकटगिरी. ओके, 4th आणि 6th प्रेसिडेंट इज वरहागिरी वेंकटगिरी. ओके, मग पुढे गेलो, कोण भेटला? फकीर अली अहमद. ओके, तर त्याला मी विचारलं, त्याला काही कळत नव्हतं, त्याला मी विचारलं इकडे बस कुठे? बसप्पा जेट्टी. एक्झॅक्टली, बसप्पा डनप्पा. बस नाहीये पण जेट्टी भेटेल, जेट्टी मध्ये जा. जसं मी जेट्टी मध्ये गेलो तर एक ती उभी नीलम संजीवा. मी काय म्हणालो? रेडी. आर यू रेडी? नीलम संजीवा रेडी. पोलीस वाल्यांनी मला पाहिलं आणि मला कुठे पाठवलं? झेल सिंग. झेल सिंग, राईट? तर तिकडे गरीब वॉर्डन होता, त्याचं नाव काय होतं? खूप गरीब, रामस्वामी वेंकटरमण. त्याला मी म्हणालो मला इकडून सोडून जायचंय, मला तू सांग कोणाकडे जाऊ, कोण माणूस आहे. तर त्याने मला कुठे पाठवलं? शंकर दयाल शर्मा. ओके, तो शंकर दयाल शर्मा, तो मला म्हणाला की अरे इकडे वर काय नाही भेटणार, तू खाली जा. खाली कुठे जा? कोचेरिल. तिकडे कोण होता? कोचेरिल रमन नारायण. ओके, तो म्हणाला, त्याला मी म्हणालो अरे रॉकेट दे मला. तो मला माझ्याकडे रॉकेट नाहीये, तू सायंटिस्ट कडे जा. सायंटिस्ट कोण? अब्दुल कलाम. व्हेरी गुड. आणि मग तो काय म्हणाला, अरे तिकडे एक बाई, माझ्याकडे पण रॉकेट नाही, तिकडे बाई आहे, ती अशी चालते, तिची काय भारी आहे? प्रतिभा पाटील. ती किचन मध्ये पण सुद्धा असंच जाते. जो काय आहे? कुकर कोण आहे? प्रणब मुखर्जी. आणि ती उघडलं तर कोण आहे आतमध्ये?
COVID-19.
कोविड
नाही वेळ आहे कोविड-19.
कोविड-19 रामनाथ कोविड आहे आतमध्ये, right? So this is the way we can remember in sequential. Now आता मी स्टोरी सांगणार नाही, ओके. मी जस्ट बिफोर म्हणेल you will remember all 17 presidents. Okay, चलो.
राजेंद्र
प्रसाद.
राजेंद्र जात होता, त्याला हातात
राजेंद्र
प्रसाद दिला.
Correct. Very good. 2.
सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्ण.
व्हेरी गुड. सुपर. सर्वे पहिलं करतो मी, मग खातो राधाकृष्ण. ओके.
पहिली राधाकृष्ण.
3.
व्यंकटगिरी.
कम ऑन.
Venkatgiri.
नाही. 3.
झाकीर हुसेन.
एक्झॅक्टली. झाकीर हुसेन.
तबला.
4
व्यंकटगिरी.
गिरी. यू कॅन से व्ही गिरी किंवा वर्गगिरी, व्यंकटगिरी. ओके.
हिजाब.
6.
मोहम्मद मोहम्मद
मैं तेरे को क्या देता हूँ?
हिदायत
मोहम्मद हिदायतुल्लाह. मैं तेरे को हिदायत देता हूँ, मेरे को चिडा मत. परत बघितलं तर परत कोण होता?
विविगिरी.
ग्रेट. ओके. मग पुढे गेलो तर
जट्टी.
7th.
जट्टी.
नाही त्याच्या अगोदर
फकीर.
फकीर कोण आहे? फकरुद्दीन अली अहमद. त्याच्यानंतर त्याला काय विचारलं?
संजीव नीलम रेड्डी.
नाही त्याच्या अगोदर
बसप्पा.
बीडी जेटी.
बसप्पा
डनप्पा जेट्टी. व्हेरी गुड. मग बोट वर गेलो आणि
संजीव आणि नीलम रेड्डी.
संजीवा रेड्डी. व्हेरी गुड. बरं, नंतर त्यांनी कुठे पाठवलं?
तो जेल मध्ये टाकलं. झेल सिंग.
11th.
झेल सिंग म्हणाले हिमालयावर जा, शंकर दयालला भेट.
त्याच्या कोण म्हणाल?
तिथे गरीब माणूस होता.
रामस्वामी.
व्यंकटनारायण.
व्यंकटनारायण.
जाऊन भेटायचं.
त्यांनी सांगितलं हिमालयावर
असं दयाळू माणूस आहे.
तो दयाळू आहे.
मला वर काय नाही.
कोचीला आहे.
साऊथला जा.
कोचेरिल.
व्हेरी गुड.
नारायण.
मग तो काय म्हणाला? इकडे काय नाही. सायंटिस्ट कोण?
अब्दुल कलाम.
व्हेरी गुड. मग
प्रतिभाताई पाटील.
तिच्याकडे कुकर होता.
किचन मध्ये जायला
प्रणब मुखर्जी.
व्हेरी गुड.
आणि मुखर्जीने कुकर उघडला तर कोविड-19.
रामनाथ कोविंद.
व्हेरी गुड. तर अशा प्रकारे अशा सिक्वेन्शियल लर्निंग मध्ये तुम्ही दुसरे काय प्रॅक्टिस करू शकता. तुम्ही प्राईम मिनिस्टरचे नावं प्रॅक्टिस करू शकता. तुम्ही नंबर्स प्रॅक्टिस करू शकता. फोन नंबर्स प्रॅक्टिस करू शकता. भरपूर काय जस्ट बिकॉज फ्रॉम दिस सिक्वेन्शियल लर्निंग. अशाच सिक्वेन्शियल लर्निंग मध्ये तुम्ही हे करू शकता. मी आता जस्ट एक लास्ट स्लाइड दाखवतो आणि त्यानंतर माझा हे संपून जाईल. एक लास्ट स्लाइड कॅन बी शो. बरं, आता हे आतापर्यंत मी दाखवलं कसं आपण हे करू शकतो, हे सगळं रिमेंबर करू शकतो वगैरे. आपल्याला काय आपल्या स्वतःची पण काळजी घ्यायची आहे त्याबद्दल मी थोडंसं बोलतो. ओके. आय थिंक सगळ्यांना स्क्रीन दिसतोय का? आपला मेमरी कॉन्सेप्टचा स्क्रीन. येस, मेमरी कॉन्सेप्टचा स्क्रीन दिसत असेल.
येस. क्लिअर.
ओके. तर पहिलं मी हे करतो मेंटल स्टॅबिलिटी अँड रिमूव्ह नेगेटिव्हिटी. ओके. नेगेटिव्ह. ओके. तर जर तुम्हाला तुमची मेमरी स्ट्रॉंग करायची असेल, जर तुम्हाला इफ यू वॉन्ट टू रिमेंबर थिंग्स, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तर पोषण आहार वगैरे तर ते आहेच, पण मेंटल स्टॅबिलिटी इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. कधी कधी असं होतं ना, आपण सकाळी उठतो आणि इतके सगळे थॉट्स असतात डोक्यामध्ये, आपण हे म्हणतो अरे काय आपण म्हणजे काही सुचतच नाही, एवढे सगळे थॉट्स येतात. पण मेंटल स्टॅबिलिटी इज देर हॅज टू बी वन मोमेंट इन युअर लाईफ ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही काहीही विचार करत नाही. म्हणजे काही एकदम ब्लँक. कधी कधी मी माझ्या वाईफला म्हणतो ना, मला काही विचारू नको, माझ्या डोक्यामध्ये आता यावेळेस काहीच नाही, आय एम जस्ट ब्लँक, कम्प्लिटली ब्लँक. सो युअर मेंटल स्टेबिलिटी हॅज टू बी देअर. ऑफकोर्स आपल्यामध्ये, आपल्या ख्रिश्चन याच्यामध्ये आपण बायबल वगैरे वाचतो, त्यामुळे आपल्याला भरपूर मेंटल स्टेबिलिटी आहे, कारण आपल्याकडे वी ऑल्सो हॅव द प्रॉमिस, तर त्यामुळे आपल्याकडे स्टेबिलिटी भरपूर आहे. ती एक गोष्ट आहे. नंतर एक्सरसाइजेस. ओके, ब्रेन, बॉडी मूव्स देन ब्रेन ग्रूव्स. जितकी आपण एक्सरसाइज करतो ना, तितकं आपल्याला ऑक्सिजन भेटतं, आणि जे ऑक्सिजन आहे ना, सगळ्यात अगोदर आपल्या हार्टला आणि आपल्या ब्रेनमध्ये इफेक्ट करतं. जितकी आपण एक्सरसाइज करतो, इट इज गुड फॉर आवर हेल्थ. तर जितकी आपण एक्सरसाइज करतो तेवढं चांगलं एक्सरसाइज करायला. परत ओमेगा 3 रिच फूड. आता मला तुम्हाला काही सांगायची गरज नाही, सगळे वसईवाले आहेत, तर ऑब्व्हियसली तुमचं फेवरेट फूड फिश असणार, मोस्ट ऑफ तुमचा. तर त्याच्यामधून सर्वात जास्त ओमेगा 3 रिच फूड. आता तर सप्लिमेंट्स पण यायला लागले, ते फिश ऑइल वगैरे, ते तुम्ही डायरेक्ट खाऊ शकता. फिश खायची गरज पण नाही, ते कॅप्सूल्स येतात ओमेगा 3 वगैरे वगैरे. तर ते पण हेल्प करू शकतात तुम्हाला ब्रेन हे करायला. परत न्यू लर्निंग, काही नवीन गोष्ट तुम्ही लर्न करता किंवा काही हे करता, काही प्रॅक्टिस. ऍक्च्युली ना ब्रेनला पण आहे ना प्रॅक्टिस असायची गरज आहे. तर मी आता तुम्हाला सांगतो थोड्या वेळात कसं आपण प्रॅक्टिस करू शकतो. सेकंड लास्ट आहे स्लीप. चांगली झोप, मिनिमम 8 आवर्स. मी म्हणतो मिनिमम 8 आवर्स. आणि काय म्हणतो आपलं टीव्ही वगैरे आय थिंक 10 वाजता बंद करायला पाहिजे. माझ्या घरी तर टीव्ही पण नाहीये ऍक्च्युली, पण 10 वाजता टीव्ही बंद करा, कारण त्याचं पूर्ण आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स आपल्या डोक्यात असतात, ज्याच्यामुळे आपण फोकस करू शकत नाही, म्हणजे झोपण्यामध्ये फोकस करू शकत नाही. आणि ते तुम्हाला सांगतो, स्लीपिंग इज ऑल्सो अन ऍक्टिव्हिटी. कधी कधी माहिती आपण असा झोपतो, सरळ सकाळीच उठतो आणि एकही ड्रीम नाही, एकही काहीच नाही, आणि आपण म्हणतो अरे, कधी कधी आपण असाही झोपतो की उठतो आणि म्हणतो अरे आता मी अर्धा तासासाठी झोपलो, पण मला असं वाटलंच नाही. कधी कधी आपण झोपतो 3 तास, पण असं वाटतं आपल्याला बापरे कितीतरी. पण झोपणे इज ऑल्सो अन ऍक्टिव्हिटी. आणि आपण किती बेस्ट झोपतो, दॅट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. की आपण किती बेस्ट, किती विदाउट बॅड ड्रीम्स तर आपल्या हातात नाही, पण मध्ये मध्ये उठत नाही आपण, किंवा एकदम शांत मनाने झोपतो आणि त्याच शांत मनाने उठतो, दॅट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. आता फायनली ब्रेन जिम. आता ही ब्रेन जिम काय, त्याच्यामध्ये मी तुम्हाला ऍक्टिव्हिटीज दाखवतो, ते तुम्ही माझ्या बरोबर करा. जितके होऊ शकतं तुम्ही तुमचा व्हिडिओ ऑन करा, कारण आय वॉन्ट टू डू दिस विथ यू. ओके, ह्याच्यामध्ये सी ब्रेन जिमिंग मध्ये जनरली काही ऍक्टिव्हिटीज असे आहेत ना, व्हॉट यू कॅन डू. जसं मी आहे ना, सकाळी ब्रेकफास्टच्या वेळेस एका हाताने आहे ना ते सुडोकू वगैरे सॉल्व्ह करतो. सो इट हेल्प्स टू कीप ऑन म्हणजे ते विचार करण्याची शक्ती वाढवते दिवसभर. सो इट हेल्प्स इन डुईंग थिंकिंग व्हेरी स्ट्रॅटेजिकली, एकदम त्याच्यामध्ये मदत करते. ते सुडोकू वगैरे किंवा शब्दकोडे किंवा काही, एनिथिंग दॅट कंपेल्स यू टू थिंकिंग, म्हणजे तुम्ही विचार केलाच पाहिजे. आता त्याच्याने तुम्हाला ऍक्टिव्हिटीज, ते जास्त तर लहान मुलांसाठी करतो, तर इट इज गुड. मोझेस इज विथ हिज सिस्टर, विथ हिज डॉटर आय थिंक, तर गुड थिंग. आय थिंक लहान मुलं पण करू शकता. आता मी तुम्हाला सांगतो 3 एक्सरसाइजेस फॉर ब्रेन जिमिंग. ओके, ब्रेन एक्सरसाइज 3 एक्सरसाइजेस मी तुम्हाला आता सांगतो. दीज आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड न्यूरोलॉजिकल एक्सरसाइजेस. 2 तर तुम्ही माझ्या बरोबर करू शकता आणि 1 तुम्ही नंतरही करू शकता. ओके, होल्ड युअर राईट हँड लाईक दिस. तुमचा हा राईट हँड असा धरा, असा राईट हँड सर्वांनी. ओके, आणि मूव्ह इट क्लॉकवाईज. ओके, मूव्ह इट क्लॉकवाईज. मी अजून थोडं मागे जातो. मूव्ह इट क्लॉकवाईज. राईट, होतंय? मूव्ह इट क्लॉकवाईज. ओके, नाव स्लोली मूव्ह इट क्लॉकवाईज. ओके, नाव होल्ड युअर लेफ्ट हँड. होल्ड युअर लेफ्ट हँड. ठीक आहे. आता तुमचा हा राईट हँड क्लॉकवाईज चाललाय. राईट हँड इज गोइंग क्लॉकवाईज. मूव्ह द लेफ्ट हँड अँटी क्लॉकवाईज. राईट, राईट, अँटी क्लॉकवाईज. तुम्ही जर ऑलरेडी करू शकता ना हे, तर तुमचं ब्रेन ऑलरेडी एकदम चांगल्या याच्यामध्ये आहे, तुमचं ब्रेन कंडिशन मध्ये आहे. असं नाहीये की नाही करू शकत म्हणून कंडिशन मध्ये नाहीये. एकदम स्लोली मूव इट. सी असं माझ्या सिक्वेन्स मध्ये करा, आरामात आरामात. आय थिंक हरमन सर इज स्ट्रगलिंग, पण ठीक आहे, करा करा आरामात. येस ब्रदर निलेश, यू कॅन डू इट. सी सो कीप इट वन्स. ओके, सी राईट. होईल होईल. आता हे प्रॅक्टिस करण्यासाठी ना, सी आय कॅन स्पीक ऑल्सो अँड डू इट. इट इज स्टील नॉट, म्हणजे मला काहीच इश्यू होत नाहीये, कारण मी प्रॅक्टिस केलेलं आहे. ठीक आहे. आय थिंक लायनस अंकल तर खूपच हे करतात, स्ट्रगल करतायत. इज दिस फन? आर यू एबल टू डू इट? आर यू एबल टू? नुसते जर इफ दिस इज नॉट हॅपनिंग, हे होत नसेल, नुसते दिवसात 2 किंवा 3 मिनिटं प्रॅक्टिस करा. 2 किंवा 3 मिनिटं, जास्त पण नाही. सकाळी सकाळी करा. ओके. इनफॅक्ट बाथरूम इज द बेस्ट प्लेस. बाथरूम मध्ये काही दुसरं काम नसतं. जर फोन घेऊन जात नसाल तर बाथरूम इज द बेस्ट प्लेस दॅट यू कॅन डू इट. मी तसंच प्रॅक्टिस केलेली, त्याच्यामुळे हे झालं. आता ओके, तर हा एक एक्सरसाइज आहे. ठीक आहे, हे मी सांगितलं तुम्हाला. सेकंड एक्सरसाइज इज यू कॅन डू, तुम्ही नंतर करू शकता. जो तुमचा, तुम्हाला माहितीये तुमचा डॉमिनंट हँड कोणता आहे? जे राईटी लोक आहेत त्यांचा राईट हँड इज डॉमिनंट हँड अँड त्यांचा लेफ्ट हँड इज नॉन डॉमिनंट. ओके. आपल्यामध्ये कोणी आहे जो लेफ्ट हँडी आहे? लेफ्ट हँडर कोणी? मला नाही वाटत जास्त. सगळे राईट हँडर्स, ऑल राईट हँडर्स. तर जे लोक राईट हँडर्स आहेत त्यांचा लेफ्ट हँड हा नॉन डॉमिनंट हँड आहे. दिवसामध्ये एक फुलस्केप पेज घ्या आणि त्याच्यामध्ये ट्राय रायटिंग समथिंग विथ युअर लेफ्ट हँड. लेफ्ट हँडने तुम्ही लिहायचा प्रयत्न करा. पॉसिबल नाहीये, सुरुवातीला पॉसिबल नसेल, पण जर तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये मास्टरी करू शकला तर इट विल, तुम्हाला खूप मदत होईल. हे सिक्वेन्शियल लर्निंग आणि थिंग्स दुसरेही पण, इवन फोन नंबर्स, नावं, हे लक्षात राहायला दिस इज वन ऑफ द न्यूरोलॉजिकल एक्सरसाइजेस. प्रॅक्टिस करा तुम्ही. लेफ्ट हँडने एक पेज लिहा, जरी कसाही हे असो. मी पण सकाळी जे सुडोकू सॉल्व्ह करतो, तर राईट हँडने माझा ब्रेकफास्ट करतो आणि लेफ्ट हँडने सुडोकू सॉल्व्ह करतो. एक पेज तुम्ही तसं करा. ठीक आहे. थर्ड अँड लास्ट एक्सरसाइज, हा तुमचा एक फिंगर घ्या, पॉइंट इट आउट आउटसाइड. तुमचा एक बोट घ्या, पॉइंट आउट. हा असं मी तुमच्याकडे पॉइंट करतोय असा. ओके. पॉइंट आउट. मेक अ सर्कल गोल. आता हा एक्सरसाइज ऍक्च्युली मला पण येत नाही, मी अजूनही प्रॅक्टिस करतच आहे. मेक अ सर्कल. दुसरा हात घ्या. ओके. दुसरा हात घ्या. मेक अ स्क्वेअर. ओके. आता हे दोन्ही तुम्हाला एकत्र करायचे. ओके. मेक अ स्क्वेअर आणि सर्कल. याच्यामध्ये हात, एका हाताने सर्कल, एका हाताने स्क्वेअर, एका हाताने सर्कल, एका हाताने स्क्वेअर. कोणी आहे ज्याला एकदम परफेक्ट जमतंय? जर एकदम परफेक्ट जमत असेल ना, तर यू आर ऑलरेडी ऍप्ट. तुमची मेमरी पण स्ट्रॉंग आहे, तुमची थिंकिंग पॉवर स्ट्रॉंग आहे आणि तुमचं सगळं काही स्ट्रॉंग आहे ऍक्च्युली. सी, गोल 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 करा आणि सुरुवातीला एकदम स्लो केलं तरी चालेल, पण एक असं करा प्रॅक्टिस करा. ही पण तुम्ही जर दिवसातून 2-3 मिनिटं प्रॅक्टिस केले तरी तुम्हाला एका महिन्यामध्ये याच्यामध्ये पण मास्टरी भेटेल.
एक क्या करने का, ब्रेकफास्ट खाने का और जरा लेफ्ट हैंड से लिखने का.
करेक्ट. तर ही तुम्हाला मास्टरी होईल. आणि मला काही लोकांनी व्हिडिओज पण पाठवले हे मास्टरी झाल्यानंतर, मला व्हॉट्सअपवर पाठवले. तर तुम्ही पण हे करा. जर जमत असेल तर व्हिडिओज पाठवा, नो प्रॉब्लेम, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाहीये. ठीक आहे. सो विथ दिस माझा हा जो आजचा सेशन आहे, आय एम सॉरी मी 19 मिनिटं एक्स्ट्रा घेतले, कारण जनरली हा सेशन पूर्ण 1 तासाचा आहे. त्याला मी ऍक्च्युली किती प्रयत्न केला तरी तो कमी होत नाही. पण आय होप यू एन्जॉयड अँड आय होप यू लर्न समथिंग न्यू. आज काही नवीन गोष्ट तुम्ही लर्न केली. सो ओव्हर टू यू.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your valuable time and the fantastic knowledge we have enhanced due to your presence today. We are really grateful and honored today to have you amongst us, sir.
Right.
I request Nilesh sir to make some announcements and thanks.
I think Thanksgiving will be done by Bestie. But
Okay.
let me announce for today next session. But I mean, it was a mind-blowing session by Naveen. And
क्वेश्चन आन्सर घेणार आहेत का?
no, I think because of
Okay.
this time limit, आपण ते skip करूया. आणि something new that we have learned. म्हणजे आपले जे नवीन स्पीकर येत आहेत ते म्हणजे एकाहून एक सरस असे स्पीकर सिरीज होत आहेत. सो आय मीन इट वॉज अ फंटास्टिक सेशन. नवीन, थँक्स अ लॉट. नेक्स्ट सेशन जो आपला आहे नेक्स्ट फ्रायडेला 29th of May. So we will have Advocate Sanjay Rego with us. He will talk to us on importance of documenting a will. म्हणजे आपण जे will बनवतो त्याचं इम्पॉर्टन्स काय आणि ते कसं काय त्याचं प्रोसेस वगैरे आहे त्याविषयी ते थोडंसं आपल्याला मार्गदर्शन. ॲडव्होकेट संजय रेगो. सो ते आपल्या बरोबर असतील. त्याची डिटेल्स आणि त्याचं लिंक शॉर्टली वी विल सेंड टू ऑल ऑफ यू. Thank you, and Bestie, I hand it over to you, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Naveen. We really enjoyed, and I must say, compared to all the 6 sessions, today was the most interactive, and I could see all of us grown-up adults behaving like children, especially during the activities. And everyone has interacted a lot, and I must say, it was fun with learning, and you have set a very good example for all of us, and especially for teachers, of how they can make a class interactive and fun. This is something definitely that we can take over to our daily lives as teachers and professors, and also the other business people from other professions, where we can apply these strategies to improve ourselves personally, and also to boost our memory, to make ourselves more efficient day by day. Well, this is what we needed, and I think if this would have been done earlier, we could have utilized our lockdown days more. Yes, and we can definitely utilize the rest of the days that we have by practicing these brain gym activities.
Yes.
We thoroughly enjoyed each and everything, and we can always proudly say that we know the names of all the 17 presidents of India. I didn't
Yes.
know, and it's a very proud feeling in itself. And you have added lot of element today, and we will never forget this session ever in our life. So thank you for this amazing contribution and making this session so interactive and so fun. And we have lot of takeaways today, and I'm sure we all enjoyed. And I request you to please enter your phone number if possible, or else your email ID would do on the chat box, so that we can all contact you, and anyone who wants to ask further questions to you, they can contact you personally. And on behalf of all of us, on behalf of BCPA and all the students from outside who have come here, and the working committee, and all the founder members of BCBA, Bassein Christian Business Association, thank you, Naveen Gaikwad, with all our heart. Thank you very much, dear.
Thank you, Bestie ma'am. Thank you so much. Naveen sir, when we were students, can you hear?
Yes. Yes.
There was a teacher in our class. If there was a very big answer, 2-3 pages answer, the teacher told us to. I remember you because of remember the teacher because of you. He used to tell us to convert the big answer into points, and one letter from each point is to be taken separately and form a word. And that word, if you remember, we could remember the big 3-page answer. So I think the system is same, and it is absolutely great thing what we can do to improve our memory. Thank you so much, sir. We will always keep you updated on the next meeting. So you please also join us whenever possible.
Excuse me. Hello. I'm Gregory here. 1 minute. Mr. Naveen.
Yeah, Gregory, it can be.
Yeah, I am having one question.
Gregory, it can be little softer.
Yes, short only. Before giving,
softer. I said
soft. Before giving a speech or a song, is it required to keep our mind some gap or so, 1 hour, 2 hours, something like that? That's what I'm asking you.
If you ask me before giving any speech or anything, I just go I read my Bible, I read some nice promising verse from it, I just pray, and the peace automatically comes. So that peace is always there. It is always there inside us. It's just that we need to find it. We just need to find it.
No, something I'm asking you. Suppose a 10 o'clock speech or singing is there. Prior to that, from 7 to 10 o'clock, 3 or 4 hours, I should keep quiet, or I can go on reading paper and go for singing or speech like that.
It all depends, actually. It all depends on you. I said what I do, but I think it depends on you. If you want to.
Actually, concluding now only.
Something.
Okay, thank you.
I will want to say thank you. 1 minute.
Yeah, I think that's where we are at the end of the formal session, and maybe those who have any further questions,
yes,
they can be here, and if at all Naveen ji is available to answer them.
Naveen, if anyone has questions.
We can end it at 6:30. In 4 minutes, we can end the session.
Yes.
Okay.
Before we.
No, I think Naveen sir wanted to say something.
No, I was just saying, in fact, this story thing, you can even try with the prime ministers. That is also very funny, actually. So, you all can try it out with your children or with your friends or something for prime ministers of India. That is very.
With boyfriend and girlfriend name also. No?
Sorry?
Friend name also.
You have completely given us.
Girlfriend name also बोलता है.
Naveen, very sweetly given us homework. It's a very nice strategy. So now I'm certainly going to do it.
For children, I think the best thing for children we have is their planets, no? That something my mom said, something is there, no? To remember all the planets. Yeah. That is also part of sequential learning, actually.
Children can do better this.
Sorry?
Children can do better activity.
Yeah. They have superb, because they have a lot to learn. No, we have so much to unlearn. They have a lot to learn. So that is why they do much better than we do, actually.
Our RAM is become little slow. Yes.
Yeah. Correct. Outdated.
You have to upgrade it.
Before we quit for the day, I would once again thank all the new participants, all the newcomers, all the teachers, all the students, all the people, all the members who have joined us today. Thank you so much for joining. You just look out for the message, so you can also join us for the next coming meetings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Naveen.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you. Bye. Nice, so nice.
Thank you.
Enjoyed.
Thank you.
Gregory, you can dance before speech.
Okay. I'll start.
Sandra, you want to say something?
Yeah, thanks a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. In the beginning, moving the right hand clockwise and anti-clockwise was really difficult. Somehow I managed to do it. And please bring out such an interactive session. Really thankful to the organizers team, the entire team of organizers. And sir, you have given a very good interactive session. Thanks from the bottom of my heart.
Robert sir, तुमचा काय feedback द्या, Robert sir.
Hello, memory. Hello, good memory. चांगला एकदम आवडला.
Thank you.
Thanks, Naveen sir from Bandra, no?
Naveen sir, yeah, Naveen from Bandra.
Bandra, no, yeah. We'll meet, sir. We'll meet Mumbai. I will come.
100%.
After lockdown, we'll meet. Sir. We'll arrange seminars in Palghar district, sir. Hello.
Yes,
Naveen sir. I am actually working for Government of Maharashtra, SCRT Pune.
Okay. We can do. Yes.
Today I attended 3 webinars to come. Yeah, sure. Okay, sir.
Thank you, Robert.
Okay then. I think if
Thank you, Mr.
Bye,
Naveen Gaikwad.
everyone. Take care.
So bye bye.
Yeah, take care.
Thank you.